Greetings, everyone. All right, I just wanted to present an introductory video for my new channel, which is ANUIYU Holistic Wellness. And just so you kind of know who I am and you know who you're following. So, my name is Anjuanita. And by all means, I'm just an all natural spiritualist, very intuitive. Started out in the church, and then my life journey just took me on a spiritual journey, I should say. And here we are today with the New You Holistic Wellness. Of course, there's a lot more to that, but I just kind of found that there is a universal understanding or connection, I should say, to nature, to what most of us consider as God, the Creator, what have you. I don't really care what name you use, but just identifying with a higher power. For me, that source is within, connecting with the universe as one. So, ANUIYU Holistic Wellness, just so you know, we represent all things wellness. First of all, I started out with, I had a women's group that started. Sorry about that. FYI, you may have those slight interruptions at time. That's my husband. He didn't realize I was recording. But I started out with a women's group about 5 years ago that I mainly ran on Facebook, and from there it kind of stemmed. Just like I said, my journey in life just took me on a route where I began to really identify with who I was, naturally and spiritually, so that I began to walk in a light where I'm just really free, and I try to identify with just what is true for me. You know what I'm saying? And really guiding you to making that connection for yourself. So at any rate, like I said, sorry, I live by an airport and my office is at home. You may have those interruptions occasionally too. But okay, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't pick the wrong time of the day. I really try to be led by spirit, but yeah. So anyway, I started this women's group, and a lot of my followers are very familiar, but there will be many of you who are not familiar with the women's group. And as of right now, the women's group is really going defunct. My journey has kind of led me on a different path. And for about 5 years, I contributed to kind of in the same way the overall wellness, of a woman's being, but it was specifically to just women. Everything that made up the soul of a woman, from relationships to our jobs to our finances. And honestly, that's still very much a priority of ANUIYU Holistic Wellness. Just on a different spectrum, a different platform, a different level of understanding. There's definitely been much evolvement since the women's group started 5 years ago, to the degree of, this is one of my favorite cups here. Sometimes I pretend to be normal because I don't consider myself normal. But, well, many don't consider me normal, and I don't really care what they think or whatever. But because I have some sort of unconventional beliefs and unconventional ways of living. So therefore, I'm put in a category of abnormal or crazy, weird. I get a lot of rebellious. But when I say I'm free, I am so free. And, excuse me, I don't really live my life according to anybody else's standards. And I encourage you to live by your own standards as well, which is a great part of a lot of what my guidance, my message, and my teaching is. I am a natural teacher. It took me a minute to really own that title, and honestly, it really took me a minute to own a lot about who I am, and because we often tend to, we've been conditioned to need validation, for different titles and things of that nature. And I'm not big on titles at all. I actually really kind of despise them because titles people tend to put you in a category when there's a title in front or behind your name. And, that's no disregard to anybody's title that they work for, but I applaud that. However, like I said, it just tends to put you in a category. And I guess categories are okay, but sometimes, a lot of times, they tend to be the wrong category. I just tend to look at things like just as they are. You know what I'm saying? No title to it. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's when we tend to judge people and others. When we feel the need to put a title on their name or what they do or who they are and what they represent. I'm really all about just allowing things to just be what they are, and just recognizing them for what they are, just being in your true natural state without a title or anything. So at any rate, with the involvement on my excuse me, on both my natural excuse me, both my natural and spiritual journey, pardon me. Excuse me, yeah, we're going on that natural and spiritual journey. It brings us here to ANUIYU holistic wellness, which again represents all things wellness. We are a lifestyle center offering all natural and organic products and services committed to holistic living. And for me, what that means is the entire you, your entire being, the whole you. It's not just about physical health, but mental health, spiritual health, financial health. All of that makes up who you are, the holistic being. With a natural approach and a universal energetic flow, the core focuses of ANUIYU Holistic Wellness are designed to enlighten and enrich your entire life. We offer motivation and support, and that'll be through kind of piggybacking a little bit off of the group we used to post. Every day was committed to something. Monday was Motivational Monday or Manifestation Monday. Tuesday was Talent Tuesday, where we would showcase different talents of the people who supported the group. And I still plan to do these things again, just on a different platform. We are committed to the whole you, to offer motivation and support so that you on this journey find who that you is inside of you, that you identify with your truth and your own being and self, guiding one to self-healing and self-actualization. We're committed to one's entire being, with spiritual expansion being the foundation of evolution and the manifestation of all things in your life. And what that means is coming into an awareness of what spirit is, what it represents to you, and connecting to what I consider a spirit. Again, you guys may call it God, universe, the creator. Just connecting to that source for you. Coming into a full awareness of what that represents in your life. And that is the foundation of evolution and manifestation of all things for me. Like I said, on this spiritual journey that I went on, I started out in Christianity, but I was also a teacher and student in the ministry, um, Sunday school superintendent, what they would call a prophetess, because I do have spiritual vision, eyesight, very keen. So with that, as a student of Christianity, I learned a lot. I um, it exposed me to a lot of other resources. You know, in my studies, I would need to refer to other things to cross reference, and just as you would when you're studying, when you're doing homework. And with that, oh my God, my eyes began to open to much more than what was in the Bible. And my eyes, began to come into an awareness of all the dots just began to connect, you know. But again, I understood that it wasn't just from the Bible. I mean, I read the Quran. I was gonna once be a Muslim. I was once studying, learning about the 5%ers. You know, all of that has played a role into my awareness and my intuitiveness. I don't negate any of those things, but I don't ascribe to any of them either. Um, One of the ways that we will go on this journey together with me offering motivation, support, intuitive, and spiritual guidance is via an online blog that we are starting, and it is ANUIYU.com. We have not launched it yet, but also by way of individualized spiritual consultations. Those could consist of Zoom meeting phone calls, video phone calls. Those could consist of one-on-one in-person meetings. Spiritual consultations could be oracle readings, tarot card readings. It could just be, I don't really necessarily need to refer to the cards to be guided to speak to you in your life. My apologies. This must be peak hour for the airport, but again, that guidance just comes from my own intuitive spirit and awareness. And so we'll go on the journey together. Again, that could be often it leads to development plans that are personalized to your specific needs and goals. If you're struggling in your relationship or in your marriage or on the job, we'll have individualized plans that focus on those areas of concentration. We also offer group facilitation development and training. If you have a nonprofit organization where you focus on different areas or would like to focus on specific areas, we have different plans that we are developing for group facilitation and training in the areas of just again finding your true you know what I'm saying, living this life every day, freely according to your own standards, where we're walking in joy and peace and a newness every day. A lot of us wake up every day and we're just not happy. We wake up and we go to jobs that we're not happy with. We're laying next to people that we're not happy with. We're obliging and appeasing people every day that don't mean us any good, that don't mean us well. And so this journey is about enlightening and enriching you and empowering you to walk in your truth and identifying what that truth is. The products that we offer are committed to all natural healing and wellness, overall wellness. We do have a few products in the line that are committed to target areas, which, because we haven't launched the site yet, I'm really not at liberty to discuss. But just know that these are very areas that have hit home in the Black community specifically. Also, again, like I said, my mission and message, I am a woman, has been very much been committed to women. So a few of the products in the line are committed to women's wellness and healing. Yeah. So I'm excited again. This is me, Anduanita. I go by a few names. Excuse me. Aqua, Mother Earth, a whole bunch of other shit that don't even matter. Just know I'm me, and you will get the truth from my truth every time that I approach you. Every time that we encounter one another, know that I am coming to you. Committed to you, committed to this mission and journey together, making sure that you really, identify with who you are according to your own standards and according to connecting with the you inside of you, not the you that this book said you are, not the you that that book said you are, not the you that your parents said you are, not the you that your teacher said you were, or your employer, anybody for that matter, but the you deep down on the inside of you that we've often covered up because of identifying with standards of the world and society and things of that nature. So, again, I am on a mission. That is my message, to offer you truth and the guidance to identifying what that is for you in your life. Again, I'm Juanita with ANUIYU Holistic Wellness. I look forward to this journey. I look forward to the post, the blog. Again, and two, it's not just about, the spiritual walk. Like I said, I'm very much human. I'm very much humorous. I love to laugh, joke, and just, enjoying life with, because everything is not so rigid. And I really had to learn that because I was very much, because I'm a teacher, there was much rigidity in my training because that's how I was trained. You know what I'm saying? No doubt I'm gonna give it to you real and raw because I don't know nothing else. But I am adapting to and learning more compassion. Spirit is actually placing me in positions in life and circumstances where it's being required, excuse me, and I'm walking in it. I'm learning it. This whole thing is about a journey. I'm learning that it's a process and it's not an overnight process, which is a part of the message that I give to you when you begin this journey to finding yourself. You know, expect that things will seem like you just not getting it, like you fucking up daily. You know what I'm saying? And that's because what's happening is we're actually in those times fighting against ourselves with what is, because we're so used to what was that when we begin to identify with what really is, and a lot of times it takes time to release what we know and what we used to. When you grew up and when you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, some of the people that I speak with and quote unquote minister to, because I am a ordained minister as well with Universal Life Church. But and although I don't necessarily ascribe to Christianity, everything that we experience in life, it affects us. Like it's a part of our being and who our makeup. You know what I'm saying? So, very much still a spiritual teaching that kind of you'll identify with it if you're a Christian wholeheartedly. I'll say that. Um, with that, I'm not sure where I was going. So that usually means it's time to wrap it up. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The blog post, they'll not only reflect whatever my spirit gives to me, because on a daily I get up and I seek spirit. But it's not even just about seeking spirit. When you operate in a certain vein, it's every day, it's all day. Like you said, God speaks to you all day in the shower, in the tub, sitting on the toilet. But with that, like I said, we focus on the entire being. So what makes you laugh? What makes you smile? Will highlight some things that in my life I identify with, and I feel, you know.